Hello friends, hope this video finds you and your family healthy and happy. Friends, today's video deep dives into the subject of how much health insurance coverage one must opt for and what are the factors that impact your health insurance sum insured. I am Kapil Chopra, your friendly investment advisor and your guide on the path of financial success. So friends, many of my clients, they have this confusion that how much sum insurance they should take while taking a health insurance policy. And I believe this is a very important aspect before you sign up for a health insurance. I have seen a very common practice amongst health insurance agents. Just to meet their targets, they would end up selling a 3 lakh, 5 lakh, 10 lakh insurance policy to the client. Okay. Because most of the times, clients also take this for just namesake. There are vast majority of people who are just taking health insurance for namesake, that okay, they have a health insurance and they don't want to pay huge premiums, or they have a certain limit beyond which they don't want to go for their health insurance premiums. So these agents will sell them something without even understanding their needs, and when the time actually arises of using these policies, unfortunately, in most of the cases, clients find themselves in deep waters because they are underinsured. So today we will explore 6 such factors which you should consider while deciding the sum insured of your health insurance policy. The city of your residence is a very critical factor while you decide how much sum insured is required. Now on your screen, you will see something coming up as a chart which is having Zone A, Zone B and Zone C cities. Now understand that treatment in Zone A and Zone B cities would be expensive compared to Zone C cities, majorly because of the infrastructure facilities they have and the modern treatment that is available in these Zone A and Zone B cities. So if you are residing in any of these cities, you need to go for a higher sum insured, because chances are that the same treatment might cost a bit higher in these cities compared to a Zone C city. Also, there might be cases that you are staying in Zone C city, but you might have to go for treatment to a Zone A or Zone B city. So in that case also, if you don't have enough coverage, you might find yourself in trouble if you have to go to these cities for treatment. So do keep this in mind. Your city of residence, or the city where you might go in case of emergency for better treatment, this should be considered before you decide your sum insured. Now, younger people might require a lesser sum insured because of the simple fact that they are less likely to get severely ill. So they can still go with a lesser sum insured. Okay. So age is one factor which you should consider while choosing your sum insured. Another factor is the existence of pre-existing conditions. So if a person has pre-existing conditions like hypertension, blood sugar, or thyroidism, okay, or any kind of other genetic related diseases, in such cases you should always opt for a higher sum insured, because chances of hospitalization in future are more compared to a person who's perfectly healthy. So do keep this in mind while you are selecting your sum insured. The number of dependents is also an important factor to consider while selecting your sum insured. The more the number of dependents, the higher should be your sum insured if you are going for a family floater. And even if you are taking a multi-individual policy, make sure that each individual has enough coverage to take care of any kind of grave emergencies. Now there is a trick where if you have more number of dependents, say for example husband, wife and 3 children or 4 children, which is quite rare these days, but just in case you fall into this category, I have a trick where in the long run you can reduce your premium liabilities significantly on health insurance. So let me know, get in touch with me directly, and I will let you know what is the trick. So the number of dependents, is an important consideration while you decide your sum insured. The thumb rule is the more the number of dependents, the higher should be your sum insured for a family floater. There are certain occupations which are at a higher risk of injury or diseases. Say for example, somebody working in the chemical industry, okay, or somebody engaging in physical activity which is extreme. Take for example a cameraman in the film industry, right? At times they might have to run behind the actors with that heavy camera on their shoulders. I have such clients, okay, so they have come that okay, we need regular physiotherapy because we take extreme burden on our shoulders, and it involves very intense physical activity. So these kind of jobs, they are at a higher risk and may require a higher sum insured. There are certain lifestyle diseases that have come up these days. So sedentary jobs, most of the IT people, they'll be sitting on their desks for 8 hours, 9 hours, continuously staring at screens, right? So they are at a higher risk of obesity, hypertension, and other lifestyle diseases. Then consumption of alcohol, smoking, they also expose you to unwanted medical conditions in future. So all these aspects have to be considered while deciding your sum insured. Okay, now this one is one of the most important factors you need to consider while taking a health insurance. Inflation. Since COVID-19, the medical inflation in India stands at 14%. Yes, that's a staggering 14%. What does this imply? A treatment that costs 5 lakh rupees today, if the same inflation trend continues, it will cost around 18 lakhs in the next 10 years and 70 lakhs in the right? Something which is costing 5 lakhs today might cost you 70 lakhs in the next 20 years. So you might be fit and healthy today, right? You might not require any major treatments today. But what if you require this after 20 years? Will your health insurance be sufficient if you have taken a health insurance of 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs? Will that suffice? Definitely no. So inflation is one of the most important factors that you should consider while taking a health insurance policy and deciding your sum insured. A vital factor to determine your sum insured is the insurance premium you have to pay. As the sum insured increases, the premium also increases. But keep in mind that the premium per lakh decreases significantly as your sum insured increases. How does that happen? I'll show this with the help of an example. If you'll see on the screen, you will see an example of a 40-year-old male living in Bangalore who has opted for a family floater for his family, self, wife, and 2 kids. No pre-existing conditions with any of the insured people. And this guy is a non-smoker. Now, if you would notice that as the sum insured is increasing, the premium per lakh is decreasing significantly. So though the overall premium might seem to be higher, but the premium per lakh, so the value it provides, increases significantly as your sum insured increases. So I would always recommend to buy a policy with higher sum insured because of this factor and the last factor that we discussed, which is inflation. So friends, I hope you liked today's video. If you did, do like, share, and subscribe. And if you want any personalized opinion, a customized plan for self and family on health insurance, do get in touch with me by calling me on the number given in the description, or you can also click on the link in the description and WhatsApp me directly, and I shall be more than happy to provide you with a customized plan of health insurance to protect your investments and your family. Have a nice day.